You love to fish, don't you?
I do.
So the question is, would you do it? You love it enough to do it for a living?
Yes.
Be a professional
Yes, I would.
fisherwoman?
I would. I love it.
Fisher person?
No, I do. I really love it.
Yeah. Well, God help us. We would starve to death, though. Today we're going to meet a professional fisherman.
Look at that. Whoa.
I'm a real
That's a
fan.
big smallmouth.
That's nice.
Not a bad way to start the day.
That's beautiful. Yeah, he's a winner.
He does it for a living, and he
doesn't
does a good
starve.
job there.
Yeah, I do good.
Yeah, he takes us out on Lake Tenkiller, and you learned something, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You're always learning something.
Always learning something. You can never not learn something, especially when there's something like Fred. He knows exactly what to do. I got one. I usually say, here, kitty. Nice.
Yeah, we're going to meet Fred, and I learned something as well today. I learned that he has a very fast boat. So, you like to fish, and you have this show that's on American Dream TV.
Right.
We've been doing that for almost a year now. I shoot it. You're the talent. And we were looking for, you like that, don't you? I'm behind the camera. You're in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And we were looking for something that you could showcase fishing here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, because we have a million lakes here.
Right. We have quite a few lakes.
I'm exaggerating, but
Right.
a lot of lakes.
What was the figure was something like 1 million, 2 million acres of water here in Oklahoma.
Right.
A lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
So, as part of that, that's our dog Switzer.
Barry Switzer.
Yeah. And the other dog, Baker.
Mayfield.
Okay. And then your dog is Baxter.
Baxter.
That's not an OU name.
You're a news anchor.
Okay.
It's from Anchorman.
Okay.
Remember Baxter?
I get it.
He boots
I
him
know.
over the bridge.
And he came back? Okay. We digress. Okay. We're talking about fishing.
All right, go back.
And you wanted to do a segment for American Dream TV, which is a lifestyle show for realtors. And it's on social media, but it's also on a network, CW Network.
It is, and you can pick different things to do in your city or in and around your area where you live, so that things to do. And
yeah, it's not just, hey, here's my latest listing.
No.
Please buy it.
No.
It's
Everybody knows we have
fun
houses
things
here.
to do here in Oklahoma.
Right.
And we've done quite a few segments on that. And you wanted to do fishing. So, and then you had a connection with Fred.
Right.
Our professional fisherman.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing.
So his name is Fred Roumbanis.
Yes.
Right.
Glad you said it, not me. I just kept
Well,
butchering his
it's
name.
funny.
Butchering his name.
When we were taping for this, for the show, how many takes did you?
A million.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm just stop.
And I don't know if you still got it right. Right? I don't know. I've heard it pronounced something else too.
Use your syllables, Michelle.
Roumbanis.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyways,
Fred,
he's an amazing fisherman.
Fred used to live in the Tulsa metro.
Right. That's where I met him originally years ago.
Now he's in Arkansas. And, we asked him, what does it mean to be a professional fisherman? Here's what he had to say.
Well, that means I travel the country competing in bass tournaments, and not only just the country, but internationally. It used to be just going out and competing and making a living off winnings. As I got more established and in the sport, it became more of a business. And you're out there promoting sponsors, you're making sales for companies, and you're giving products credibility.
I got one.
Yeah.
I lost one.
And so there's a lot to it now. It's more than just fishing, even though that is the core of what I do.
Okay. Nice. Well, I want to do that.
Yeah, well, let's catch some fish.
So Fred is on, I believe he said Team USA.
Team USA. He was on Bassmasters, and
Right.
now he's on Team USA. In fact, he does travel
For the
world.
Major League Fishing
Yes.
League.
Yes.
Right. All over the country. In fact, he's going to Portugal, so it's international fishing as well.
And the week before, even just like Thursday, Friday, before we met him on Tuesday, his team had won the tournament that they were in. So, I mean, they're great. He's great. He knows exactly what he's doing.
2-2 on the boom boom swim bait number 5. Yes.
And his boat is pretty impressive. His bass boat.
His bass boat
And
was,
I mentioned
that's
how
was
fast-
some badassery boat. That's what I would say.
I asked him, what these guys do is they go to a spot and they fish briefly. If they're not catching anything,
Right.
they zoom to the next spot, and speed is of the essence.
I don't think you and I weren't ready for that.
We were, and
He's
we
like,
went
are you
to-
afraid if we go too fast? I'm like, no.
And I asked him after that, I had a good shot of you with your face going back like that. And I
A
said,
great facelift.
how fast were we going? He
Yeah.
said, 75. We used to have a boat.
We sunk our boat.
About
We sucked at
a
boating.
30-year-old boat.
Yeah.
And I think it would peak at 40. So he was going 75.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it had all
That's good.
All the toys.
the tools.
And just kind of reel up a little bit. You can actually come up pretty high to the trolling motor. See how high they're coming? They're only 5 feet under the boat right now.
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
A professional would
He
be.
had that sonar equipment where you could look right at it and you could see the fish. And you could see, so I'd cast my line and then you could see my bait and then you could see the fish that are going to come at it. And he would say, you're
Right.
going to get one.
There's a big one right there on the bottom.
Right.
get one.
He said, okay, your bait is, there's the fish.
Oh gosh. We're about to go. Drop straight down. Drop straight down.
You're going to catch
Do you?
one.
It's
Here it
awesome.
comes.
Yeah.
And then,
All right.
and then you feel it.
I know.
Yes.
Woo, he's a fighter.
Oh yeah.
I usually say, here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Ooh, you got a good one on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, look at that smallmouth.
I know, or there'd be a school of fish going by. It was cool.
Yay.
I mean, they just feel so heavy, right?
Yeah. These smallmouth fight so good.
Nice.
Here you go. You want to hold it? You just put take your hand like this. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never
Awesome.
seen anything like that.
Yeah, it was
Back in?
cool
Yep.
being on
We don't
his,
do that when we fly fish.
No,
No.
on his boat there.
All right.
That's what I get.
So we're on Lake Tenkiller.
Mm-hmm.
That's in northeastern Oklahoma. One of the beautiful lakes. It's a man-made lake, but gorgeous rock formations.
It was, yes.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And it's smaller than Grand Lake. Grand Lake is the huge lake
Right.
in Oklahoma. And this one's a lot smaller and nice to get around.
And nobody was there that day.
It was
great.
a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
I mean, cloud cover, really nice.
It's great.
So, we're not the expert fisher people. So I asked him, what are we fishing for?
We're gonna fish for largemouth bass and smallmouth bass. We're staying kind of closer to the dam area, so there's actually a lot of smallmouth bass that live down here. And because normally when we go smallmouth bass fishing, we got to go head way up north. To be able to come right here. Oh, you got
I got
one.
one.
Oh, it was hooked up.
Damn it.
Michelle was hooked up. For me to get to go smallmouth fishing, like I said, we got to go compete up north. Be able to come right here in Oklahoma and catch big old smallmouth. That's why I kind of wanted to have us meet down at the lower end of the lake,
Yeah.
where the smallmouth live. This time of the year, with these conditions, it's perfect for the smallmouth bass. Now, there are also some really big largemouth down here. So the area that we're fishing actually is where I caught my biggest largemouth on this particular lake. So not my biggest largemouth in my lifetime or anything like that, but on this lake I caught a 6.5 pounder, which is my biggest largemouth for this lake.
Yeah, I mean, in sort of like your trips up to Wyoming and Montana doing fly fishing, there you started out by, hey, I got it.
Yeah.
No, I lost it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. You could probably swing it in from right there.
Okay.
There you go. Oh. Catch and release. That's catch and release right there. That is catch and release.
I wasn't going to eat it anyways.
No, that was perfect. We saw the fish.
Ah, that was so fun. Woo, let's do it again. Whoop, whoop.
Well, and then they
It's
started.
hard.
And then they started coming.
Yeah,
in.
then I was actually, to be honest with you, I was casting in the beginning like I had my fly rod.
Right.
Because I'm so
you're-
conditioned
right.
to that. And so then I had to like change it up and get back into the way I first started fishing. And this was with, a bait caster. So it was
Right.
fun.
And you did that for most of your life.
Most of my life.
Until the
yeah.
last 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
you've been fly fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but this was great too. I mean, we caught at least, I would say, 2 or 3 dozen fish. We caught at least a dozen fish.
Not a bad way to start the day. Little drop shot rigs. You mind if we get a selfie with this one?
And and Fred has fished all over the country and all over the world. So you asked him, how do our lakes compare to lakes in other states?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Oklahoma can be really challenging, but can also be really fun. We've got a little bit of everything. So if you can a lot of the best anglers in the world come from Oklahoma because you've got offshore brush piles, you've got ledges, you've also got shallow water timber, you've got a lot of rock, you've got lakes with grass. So it's very well diverse, and being able to master all those different environments make you become a better fisherman. So Oklahoma is the perfect place to live if you want to be a professional bass fisherman.
I always ask you, did you learn anything?
I always learn something. I do. I always learn something. So whether it's what kind of bait to use, you need to know where you're at, what kind of lake you're on, what kind of fish you're fishing for, the conditions of the weather. Okay, let's get back to Fred. So Fred's nickname is Boom Boom. And he also has a bait out there, like Boom Boom. So it's like a worm thingy.
Yeah.
But
So you asked him how he got the nickname Boom Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been good to me, actually. I mean, it was not something planned or anything like that. The media just kind of started calling me that.
Yeah. I saw that and I thought it was funny. Not that.
I've been called a lot worse, so we stuck with it.
Yeah, why? The media so it just happened?
Yeah, so the media just, I was picked for a tournament back in 2007 when we were living in Bixby. And,
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
or actually, sorry, we were living in Broken Arrow. We moved to Bixby after, but
Sorry,
they
Mom.
picked me to win a tournament as a dark horse. And I ended up winning it, and so they just boom, 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 out goes the
Boom.
lights. Yeah, so it was kind of it was a cool deal, and then I just kept getting called boom, boom all the time, and at first it was like kind of irritating, but then I was like, no, let's be smart about this. This is something we can brand. I've had signature rods with the boom, boom on it.
I think it's cool.
I've got baits right now.
I
frogs,
saw
top
you,
water,
your
yeah.
bait.
Yeah, so it's actually been it's been a blessing.
So I mean, I guess you can call him Boom Boom instead of Fred.
it's easier than
And the-
Roumbanis. I butcher it.
Roumbanis.
Roumbanis.
Right.
Fred Roumbanis. You can
Right.
look him up on YouTube. He has some amazing videos, and so look him up.
Yeah, I asked you if you learned anything. You did ask him, give me one top tip.
I was serious.
Right. And it's a great answer.
You got to keep your bait in the water.
But that's true, though, because if you don't fish, you're not going to catch anything. And a lot of times you can get caught up in going from spot to spot, and you
Right.
never put your line in the water and don't get your line wet.
Right.
You're not going to catch anything.
Yeah. Yeah. We were basically successful in all the places we stopped.
So we're just gonna go ahead and turn this one back in.
Beautiful.
Look at that beautiful fish.
Nice. See, we're nice.
Not a bad start, huh?
It was fun, and you'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Ma-
Fred. Though it was really great. It was an honor to have him come and do this with us because who are we? It's true. But he does take really great pictures. So Fred,
Yeah.
he makes you look awesome.
All right, maybe you'll see Michelle on the lake,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wave to her.
Yeah. Never know.
people are gonna get tired catching too many fish.
I know, right?
Yeah, my arm hurts.